Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my shop. And this is the radio we're going to start working on. This is an RCA Victor radio. It has one AM band, 3 shortwave bands. The shortwave bands are band spread. So it's 3 specific broadcast shortwave bands. So, has a phono input. It's a little unusual. String is intact. Here's the antenna off to the side here. Then what's this? This is another antenna. Piece of wood here, there's a piece broken away over here, and that looks like a slot for holding this. That's really what it looks like. Yeah. So this used to be held up here at the top. And we can do something about that. And let's see, the cord is cut clean off the bottom here. It's just been cut clean. So all the tubes are there. Seem to be mostly intact. Hey, what's this? This transformer looks a little unusual. If you can look at the mounting, you can see it doesn't match the mounting hole. It's got 2 screws here that have gone down through it, but they're bent way over to lock this guy down. So this is a replacement. Well, I think we need to pull it out. I got to do something about this cord. So let's do that. We'll take this antenna off. It's a nice flexible piece of wire here. I have no rubbers or plastics involved with it. Okay. This guy has all his knobs. Yep. There we go. Model M-45. Made in Canada. The last patent mentions 1945. Location of radiotrons. Radiotrons? That must have been their brand name for vacuum tubes. 6K6, 6SQ7, 5Y4, 6SK7, 6SA7. 5 tubes in the radio, but it has a transformer. Warning, you need a license. One screw missing, 2 are in place. 2 big honking screws there. So we'll let those off, and out will come the radio. As written on the bottom of it, it says 7 Regina radio. Somebody's written Regina on it. Hey, maybe this was owned by the Queen of England. Wouldn't bet on that. Looks like it hasn't been out of the cabinet for a while. Got a sheet of asbestos here, a large sheet the chassis is sitting on. So we'll try not to disturb it when we pull out the chassis here. See that white sheet right along there? There's a large sheet of asbestos. Oh, that radio is still fixed down pretty solid. What's holding it here? Did I miss some screws? Sometimes there's screws holding these plates secure. Doesn't seem to be. Appears to be stuck to the asbestos here. That appears to be the problem. Yeah, this is not good. This is not what you want to have happen with asbestos. It's either stuck to the radio. There we go. Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, the asbestos is torn badly here. We don't want asbestos particles flying around. This definitely has not come out of the radio for a long time. Here we come. There we are. Yeah, right away. You see the asbestos here. Got good lighting, a dark background. I don't see any particles floating in the air, so I don't think we shook an awful lot of it loose. But it's all over the place here. And then, of course, in the bottom, this is all this big asbestos sheet. Let's vacuum away here for a minute. Okay, I think we're good. The asbestos sheet is in pretty good shape. It's not falling apart. Just a few pieces or areas that got roughed up because they got fused to the cabinet here. So I just leave that stuff alone. We should be okay. And let's take a look inside the back of this radio here. Okay. Wow. You sure can't tell the difference between this radio and the last one I was working on, the Greyets German radio. There's a lot of nothing in this radio. Just a few parts when compared to the last radio. Look, there's molded capacitors. Those ones are a little different than the other ones. A couple of paper capacitors here and there. Not much to it. Nothing looks burned up or particularly damaged. Here's the power cord, which we will replace, of course. Ooh, yeah. Even though that's a replaced transformer, the wires are stiff. If you listen, when I bend one, you can hear the insulation cracking. Oh, there was a whole bunch. Listen, I bent that one already. That one's a little flexible. That's not from the transformer. Anyway, trust me, if you just flex them slightly, you'll hear a cracking sound. That tells you the insulation has gone rock hard. So you don't want to bend any of those wires. Looks pretty straightforward to me. Speaker looks good. On-off control sounds good. Well, I'm not against giving this radio a try right now. I think I gotta do something with this asbestos, because I'm gonna lay this radio down. I'm gonna start scraping off the asbestos, and it's gonna end up all over my shop surface here, which I don't want, especially this big chunk of it here. So how to get that off? A little bit of solvent, some paper towel. I do this carefully and not kick up any particles into the air in my shop here. It wets really easily. Look at that. That's alcohol. Probably do that with soap and water, really. I'm using alcohol because I believe I'm dissolving something that's holding it in there. But I'm not so sure that's true. Don't really know what is sticking the asbestos to the metal. Again, I got a good view of the air here because of the bright light and the dark background. I don't see anything floating in the air. So I'm fairly reassured I'm okay doing this. Even though they say there's no safe limit. That's kind of a corny statement. No safe limit. No safe limit to anything. No safe limit to riding a bicycle. So I keep my eye on this. I saw some chunks fall off of it. I didn't see anything floating around in the air here. Gotta wonder, a person my age and older, you know, how much lead did we get exposed to? Ooh, a lot. How much asbestos? Well, who knows? Okay, I think we can put it down now. Not worry about asbestos. That's about as best as we can get it. Yeah. So we'll do a little more vacuuming in there. Why don't we do that? Some of the dust particles in the back are it's gonna contain some asbestos too, so a little more vacuuming going here. Okay. Lots of vacuuming in this radio, but even though it's really not that dusty, it's really not that bad. Oh, I can't plug this guy in. It's got no cord. So that's the first thing we'll solve is we'll put a new cord on them. Now, when I see wires cut flush like that, my imagination says two things about it. One is somebody just wanted to cut the cord off for whatever reason. The other one is somebody was trying to send a message by cutting the cord off this radio. And the message would be, don't turn this radio on. Now it could be the cord itself was all ratted up here, rotten. And somebody cut it off because they thought the cord itself was the danger. Or they just needed a new cord on something else, maybe. Oh, I need a new cord. Let's see what I got here.